What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Brittany if you're new here. Today I thought it would be fun to talk about plants. This is a video that nobody requested, but I over this past year have really taken a liking to plants, and I've gotten so many over the past year and I just love them all. They're like my little babies, and I just figured I would share them with you guys in case anybody was interested, talk about what I do to keep them alive and take care of them, and just kind of give you guys a plant tour. I really like watching these on YouTube, so I figured I would do my own. I don't have a ton of plants, but maybe one day we'll get there. I definitely think I've probably maxed out this apartment. Not really. If it was up to me, I'd probably have more. But considering our apartment, we only really have like one big window in our living room. That's pretty much the only place that I could put plants because our bedroom doesn't really get a lot of light. It's very shaded throughout the entire day, no matter how bright it is. And our like bathroom, hallway, they don't get much light at all. So yeah, I think that we'll call it right here for the living room. But that's probably gonna change, let's be real. First, I'm gonna tell you guys all about how I take care of my plants. So I actually use this really cool app called Planta, and that tells me, basically keeps my life in check, because that tells me when I need to water my plants. It gives me tips on like where to put them. There's a compass built in so I can see if they're like facing the right direction to get the maximum amount of sun. It tells you if they like prefer shade or prefer full sun or partial sun, whatever. It's all on here. You can search literally any plant and it will remind you to water them and just really show you how to take care of them. So love that. I don't pay for the premium service because I just like don't want to. I don't know. I don't know what the difference is. I think, oh, I can tell you what the differences are. You'll get a plant identifier, so like you'll be able to use your camera, and then yeah, I don't know, it just gives you more alerts. Like it'll tell you when to mist or fertilize, repot, blah blah blah. But I think I'm pretty okay to be able to track that by myself. It just definitely helps to remind me when to water, because usually I water it and I will forget about my plants until it reminds me again. So yeah, definitely love this app. I know that there's a lot of other apps that you can use. I've just found this one to be the most easy and accessible, and I've just been using this literally since I got my like first plant or first two plants, so big fan. You can also take pictures of your plants, which I love, and you can name them. So adorable. Definitely have to update some of these pictures, but you do little progress reports and you can take new pictures of them. It's just so cute. They're like my children. I love them. Okay, so other tools that I use if you're brand new to plants, you want to get a plant, I don't know. I have a mister that I like to use for like my monsteras or just some of the plants that need a little more humidity, just to kind of help them out. I have a little mister for them. Out on our balcony, I keep all of my potting soil, so I have like vermiculite, perlite, which helps with the aeration of some soils. So some of your like cacti plants, or again like monsteras, fiddle leaf figs, they need a lot of aeration in the soil to help it out a little bit. So I have that. I also have like cacti, succulent potting soil, and just like normal potting soil. You can get it anywhere. You can get it at Home Depot, Walmart. I think I got mine at Target, Lowe's. I got it all from all of those places, and it's lasted me a really long time actually. I definitely have had that potting soil for quite some time. I also have just little things like a little shovel to help me scoop out soil if I ever need it. Recently I got some gardening gloves to kind of just help if I'm like picking up soil and stuff. Just helps keep your hands a little more clean. And that's pretty much it. Other than that, you just need pretty decorative pots if you want. I typically get my pots, let's see, I've gotten them from like Target, Amazon, Home Depot, Lowe's. Those are all great places to get them. I think that's pretty much all of the tips that I have. We will start going through all of the plants around my apartment and I'll give you guys a little more information on them. Okay, so first up we have my beautiful Monstera. Her name is Sully because she's a Monstera monster, get it? John named all of my plants who have names, so shout out to him. But here she is. I love her so much. If you guys remember, she was super long and she trailed all along our TV, and I ended up cutting and propagating her, so I made pretty much a new plant out of some of the cuttings, and she's kind of looking a little crazy right now because I did add in some of the clippings into here, so she's looking a little wild. I also added this moss pole to help them climb because Monsteras love to climb or trail. She was definitely turning into a trailing plant, but I kind of want her to be a little bit of a climbing plant. I'm disappointed because I bought these moss sticks and they're really not that tall, so I don't actually know how much that's gonna help. But yeah, here she is. She does have some yellowing on her leaves right here. It's kind of actually dying right there. I think she might be getting a little too much sun here. Very weird because she was thriving for a long time, and I think she's getting maybe a little too much sun because I'm pretty sure that's what that means, or inconsistent watering, but I've tried to be better at watering her. So yeah, there she is. She just sits right here next to my record player, and she really just completes the vibe. I think eventually we might end up moving this actually, and we're gonna get like a little stand for her, but until then she'll continue to live here. Love her. She's truly my baby and I just love watching her thrive. Okay, next up, right next to Sully, we have my new Monstera. Oh, forgot to mention she is a Monstera Adansonii, and this is a Monstera Deliciosa. Love the names. But we got her from Trader Joe's, and how cute. She is already filling out this basket stand so nicely because she's actually in a much smaller pot. So I was a little worried at first. It looked a little strange in this pot, but like, wow, she's really filling it out and she looks so cute. We've got some new growth here, and oh gosh, that was wet. Oops, sorry. Nothing fills me with joy as much as it does when I see a new leaf. She's also got some new growth over here. So obviously she's thriving, she's loving this spot. We do have a dead leaf down here, which I'm just gonna cut off, but I do think that that's because they really watered the heck out of these plants, and the soil was like soaking wet when I first got it, so we're kind of working with what we got, and she seems to be doing okay. That was the only leaf that we lost in the battle, but here she is. I love her. We don't have a name for her yet. I only named a couple of my plants, but name suggestions are welcome down below. But yeah, here she is. I love her so much. Okay, moving over to the other side of my TV, I have my beautiful snake plant. So she looks a little different than she probably has in other videos. I recently repotted her, like yesterday actually. So we're kind of dealing with, we've got some leaning leaves right here, and these are kind of leaning too. I'm not exactly sure what happened because honestly she was thriving. I mean, really, like she's pretty tall. She was thriving for a long time, and then all of a sudden the roots started growing above the soil and it started leaning, and she was like not even connected to the soil anymore. So I'm not sure what happened there. She was fine. She didn't have any root rot or anything, but that's my cat as Dracula, in case anybody's wondering. Anyway, she didn't have any root rot. I think that I don't know, the roots just really were not getting down there. So hopefully now that she's been repotted, everything will go well and we'll see some growth again, because like I really want this one to grow and like some new growth. I just want it to be super full and huge, but I love her. Her name is Daphne. Don't know why. Once again, John named her. And we have her in this cute pot and this little pot stand, which actually my dad made for us. So shout out to you, Dad. Thank you. Moving over to this little new area we've got going on here. I have two plants, but first we'll talk about the Monstera. So these are the cuttings that I took from Sully with another little disappointing moss stick, but it's fine. I don't know why these all ended up so close together. I swear when I was potting them, I was like putting them around the pot, and somehow in the process they all ended up like right next to each other. But hopefully that just means the roots will kind of all thrive together and they'll make it. So yeah, I don't know, but super cute. This one also kind of looks a little crazy, but I guess that's just what happens when you propagate little cuttings, because they're very like nubby at the ends. I also had this sitting by a window and it was obviously getting a little too much sun, so we have some kind of dying leaves here. They're very light, but yeah, I think that it'll be okay. I think it'll make it. The roots feel like this one feels pretty good. This one, not as much, but and that one feels good. So I'm kind of prepared to potentially lose a cutting, but it is what it is. Next up, we have my newest plant, which is this beautiful little bird of paradise. I got this from the Sill. Oh, I also got my Monstera, the original one. I got it from Etsy, and it was a little cutting. And I got the snake plant from a nursery, forgot to mention. But yeah, here she is. She's pretty little. I've heard that bird of paradises are hard to keep indoors, so I'm gonna try my best. She also came with like extremely damp soil, and I tried to set her by the window, but the leaves started curling, and I'm not too sure why that is, because they apparently love sun. So I don't know if she's not getting enough sun. To me, it's like, it almost looks like the leaves are burnt. I don't know. If anybody knows what that means, please let me know. Because maybe I need to set her outside to get more sun, and that's the issue. I'm not sure. But yeah, here are these new additions. Okay, over here we have a golden pothos. I also got this plant from Trader Joe's, fun fact. If you ever want really affordable plants, go to Trader Joe's, because it has not failed me yet. But oh my goodness, she has grown literally so much. She's starting to get these like beautiful little spots in some of her leaves. So pretty. This is like a brand new leaf. So is that one. Oh my god, she's just like honestly thriving. I repotted her into this pot because I left her in her nursery pot for a little bit, and she just started growing kind of crazy, and I want this to get super long and trail down, so I decided to get a new pot, which she is like really filling out nicely. I mean, I repotted her yesterday, but already it's just like, I can't even explain it. She's literally thriving. So this is my pot. She's obviously growing towards the sun, so I probably should turn her a little bit so that she gets sun on the other side, but I just love it so much. I can't wait for her to start like trailing off the side. I love pothos plants, and I need more of them. They're amazing. Last plant in my living room, we have my adorable little Fiddle Leaf Fig. She has grown so much, and guys, I really have to tell you, this plant just like, oh my god, I can't even express it. This is the plant that I am the most proud of, because I literally nursed her back to life from the dead, and I think I can conquer all now that I've done that. When I first got her, she was adorable. She was literally maybe half the size. I loved her. She thrived and then very quickly died, and when I tried talking to friends about it, they told me that Fiddle Leaf Figs are so difficult to keep alive. They've all had one and then it's died. She lost all her leaves, but I did not give up on her. I was determined to help her thrive, and guys, I don't even know. I like repotted her, changed her soil up, and look at her. She's so cute now, and she's got all these little new growths here. She has two, actually. There's another one in there somewhere. Oh, I just truly makes me so happy when I find a little new leaf. So cute. But yes, her name is Phoebe. She's literally the light of my life. I can't wait until she's like 7 feet tall. That is my goal for her. I want her to reach the ceilings. I'm aware it's gonna take a while, but I'm here for it. Okay, now we're out on the balcony. This is John's plant. Guys, I don't know why it's like this. I don't know why this is here. This is all John, but I do water her and keep her alive. But it was just one of these little succulents right in the middle, and then this happened. Can't explain it. My guess is probably that she needs a bigger pot, and we have just been neglecting her, so I'm so sorry. I will repot soon. But if this is something else and you guys know what this is, please help me out. She looks like a little pineapple. But yeah, here she is, and we got her from, I think, a nursery. Okay, next up we have my Jade Plant, which I love so much. I actually just recently turned her because she was growing very to the side. So now she can kind of grow this way a little bit. She is really thriving. I feel like she could be in a bigger pot also, I'm not gonna lie. So maybe I'll look into repotting her soon, but oh, I love her so much. I think these plants are supposed to be good luck, right? Or am I making that up? But I love her, and I got her from my friend Jess. So thank you, Jess, and here you go, she's thriving. I've kept her alive. And last but certainly not least, I have another snake plant out here. This one is just out, oh gosh, sorry, there's a plane. This one is outside for no particular reason. I don't know, she's not thriving, but she's also not dying, so I'll take it. The soil is a little weird in there, so I might have to maybe repot her or take a look at that. But actually, fun fact, this is a part of the same snake plant. When I got it, it was huge, and I was able to take half of it and pot it here, and the other half and pot it in the one that's inside. But yeah, here's this one. She's thriving. We love her. So those are all of my plants. Like I said, I definitely don't have a ton, but do have quite a lot for this little room in our apartment. But can't wait until we move into a bigger place and I can get more plants for every single room. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope that you enjoyed this plant vlog. I plan on making more just kind of tips and tricks and showing the life of my plants. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!